Hello and welcome to Supernatural FM from Vancouver, Canada. Now, relax. Let your mind float freely and journey with me into the mystic landscape of Supernatural FM.
Accelerating the longer we live, faster and faster we're held in a sieve of time disappearing, vanishing, it's gone. Yesterday's fading, now we belong, spinning in cycles while rising we fall. Into the future we pass through the wall of mind's limitations, ideas we once held, lost in the ruins of where we once dwelled. Faster and faster as winter becomes spring's exaltation, then warm summer suns, leaves in the autumn fall to the ground, Christmas then New Year's, around and around, accelerating the longer we live. Faster and faster we take and we give, time's disappearing, soon to be gone. Yesterday's fading, in now we belong. A river of light is shimmering where rippling water is touched by the air, shining brightly. Unseen nymphs skip on the water, sometimes they're glimpsed by the eagles who live here, by the sea, by seagulls, and sometimes people like me, and by the beings who ride in a beam from sun to the earth, through space in a stream, bouncing, reflecting, refracting to an electromagnetic heavenly view, visions in fountains of feelings divine. Everything's alright, now is the time, with wind on the water and sun in the sky, to let go of thinking, awaken and fly over rivers of light, shimmering where rippling waters are touched by the air. To imagine, to expand, to fly away, just to land in a meadow, in a field, by a river, there to yield, to surrender, to let go, diving in, to the flow, being adrift, under the sun, feeling at peace, feeling the one, to imagine, to expand, to fly away. Please understand, atoms are visions in the mind, as is thinking, where we each find everything's moving. Nothing stands still, everything's empty, everything will be recreated. Sometimes it's strange, chameleons kissing, change after change, to imagine, to expand, to fly away, hand in hand, leaving the planet, leaving the earth, seeking new worlds, seeking rebirth, there to surrender and to let go by diving in to the flow, drifting along under the sun, feeling at peace, feeling as one. A A chrysalis of consciousness is floating in between who we are when we're awake and being in a dream, a cocoon of transformation. A hypnagogic trance is waiting for the moment when we have another chance to see beyond our thinkings, distractions, where we find there is something much more real, flowing through each mind, flowing through and all around, streaming through each heart, flowing back and forth among all. Now at the start of who we are when we're awake, every time we breathe, the rhythm of awakening, so that we can leave the chrysalis of consciousness, which is floating in between who we are when we're awake and being in a dream. Let's think about the link which joins us so completely. Let's feel all the appeal, smell and taste each other sweetly. Let's rise into the skies. Let's fly away together. Let's float, a sailing boat on liquid love forever. Let's dream. We ride a beam away into deep heaven. Let's be just you and me, each a perfect seven. Let's become the perfect ones we've been since the beginning, in lives which we've survived, once lost. Now we are winning. Let's rise into the skies. Let's fly away together. Let's float, a sailing boat on liquid love forever.
Text and individual MP3s for each poem can be found at BCPOETRY.CA. Till the next new moon, this is Lawence Hearn, the voice of Supernatural FM, wishing each of you happiness and good fortune.